Hey everyone, and welcome back to Live for Wonders. Today we are going to talk about how to align your life to the dream life that you want. But we are going to talk about this after the introduction. Okay, first of all, I would love to ask you the favor to push the like button, the follow button, and to press the bell, because this will allow me to continue and to be encouraged to do what I'm doing and shows appreciation from you. So please do it now so you won't forget. And now we start with what is the topic of this video, that is actually how to align your life with your dream life. In the previous video that I've done in my channel, you will find on the playlist, but also here on the box. I never remember which is the part that appears, the box information, but you will find the link there. And I talk about how to raise daily your energy. Now, that is actually the first step to do alignment with your dream life. The second step that you have to do is this one specifically, and is all about your changing your mindset, changing actually your subconscious. This can be done only if you started the 5 tips that I gave you already. Once you've done that and you find yourself raising your energy every single day, you feel good, you feel better, you will start to have the right mindset to align your life to what you really want. What means align your life? It means that you desire something, but you are still in the position where you don't have all the tools and all the thinking, the right thinking to actually achieve what you want. So you need to actually align your life to be in the right position to be able to achieve what you want. This can be tricky if you never did before, but don't be scared, because tricky, it means that it takes time, okay? It doesn't mean that it's impossible, because there are people out there that do constantly, and I started to do myself as well. So I'm telling you, because for me it's a work in progress, but I can tell you that it is working and actually gives you what you really want, okay? You can start with small things to the biggest ones, okay? So once you feel confident with the small things, you can actually pass to the bigger ones. So as I said, start with the 5 tips that I gave you in the previous video. Then from there, you start daily to think about what you really desire, what is really your heart desire. Don't lie to yourself. First rule, don't lie to yourself. Don't tell yourself, oh, but you know, I feel that thing is too much for me, I don't deserve this because you know I'm not really in the position. Don't think about that, because you are giving to the universe a message that is not really what you want. What you really want is what you fancy in your heart. Do you want a giant villa? Do you want a beautiful car? This is what you want. So you can't lie yourself and saying, oh well, you know, but even the scooter could be okay. Don't tell that, because this is not what you want, because you will end up with something that will disappoint you. Instead, try to do something for yourself positive and say, okay, I want to achieve that, and this is my dream. I want to buy a house, I want to move somewhere else, I want to buy a car, I want to this, that, and stuck with that thinking. Now, the following step is thinking as you already have that stuff. What means? Give for granted that you will have that, okay? And this is a difficult part, because you need to convince yourself of something that, if you are a person that point always to the present, to the reality as an objective thing, you will put a lot of limits on that, okay? Because you will start to ask yourself, oh, but I don't have the money, how can I get the money for that? Oh, but it's impossible. If you start to say this, your reality will become what you're saying. So instead of blocking yourself, try to start and say, I don't know why, but I think that I will have that, and I will have. And it doesn't need to be absolutely clear to you how to achieve that. This is not the important part. The important part for you, sorry about the noise on the background, I got a van coming back. I don't know if I need to stop. Okay, that's fine. You will forget me. But what is really important to think is that you don't need to think about the procedure that you have to follow to achieve that. Just think that you want that, and leave the universe to deal with the rest. If you tell the universe, no, I have the clear plan of how it works, but will be tough, will be impossible, or there are so many limits, the universe will listen to you. The universe is a powerful energy that gave us life, gave us everything, but respect what we are saying. Because the future is not really here yet, you got only the present and the past, but the past is already something in your mind, because the past, it doesn't exist anymore, it exists only the present. You're giving the instruction to the universe to do something under your requirements, under your thinking. So this is the trick. You need to change your mindset to avoid all that stuff that you put towards you and your dreams, and saying, I want that and I will reach that, and leave the universe do the rest. It's simple in words, but of course you need to convince yourself. And I personally felt myself like the hugest enemy because I delayed so many dreams that after they came to me, when I understood how to unlock this power, but I took my time. And I remember that when I was young, when I was very, very young, I didn't know how to use the law of attraction since the beginning. Every single thing I thought I had always arrived. For Christmas, for my birthday, for, I don't know, whatever, always arrived. When I started to interface with people that were very bad and they were very cruel with me, with people that actually, even in the family, discouraged me to think in a certain way, then I built my subconscious in that moment, and I made a huge mistake. But I didn't know at that time, because who could know? I mean, you are so young. But now I realize how many blocks I have in my mind, thanks to your parents and your family and other people that told you this and that. And it's really, really bad, because you should be able to do whatever you want with your life. And listening to people is the worst thing that you can do. And this is the third part. Avoid to listen to other people. Avoid to listen even to your parents, your wife, your daughter, your husband. Don't listen to anyone. Listen just to your heart. Art is the most important thing that you have in your life. Listen to that, because it's the only powerful thing that you have for reaching what you really desire. If people around you discourage you, try to avoid them. But personally, this is another process that I'm doing, and I can put it as a fourth step, is actually to get rid of the people that are not helping you in growing your existence, in growing your life, but they are just obstacles in your pathway. People that discourage you doing things, avoid them. People that tells you how you should do, avoid them. It doesn't mean that you have to be rude, but just don't frequent them, because they never ever will allow you to be yourself, and they never allows you to actually express yourself as you should do. Being honest with yourself is something that you really need, and this is actually the fifth or the sixth step. Now I lost the count, but it's the next step that you have to do, is actually to be honest with yourself since now. Don't be reduced because people says that you don't deserve things. Don't care about them. If I count how many times people undervaluated me, I couldn't even keep the list in an Excel file because it would be terabytes of stuff, seriously. But now I realize that you don't trust in me, I don't mind. I trust in myself. And I trust myself because I am honest with myself. I know where I want to go, I know what I want to achieve. So instead of being a toy of other people in society, try to be the hero in your story for yourself. Try to be the one that actually believes in himself because he knows that he can do it. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even start YouTube for myself. If it was for that, as an example, I didn't want to quit my job to do this full time, to try to make life of other people better. I wouldn't even try, but here I am. Because I trust myself, I know that I will make it. I know that I will be able to help people and to have a return and to live with this. Because I'm honest with myself. I'm honest with you and with myself. I try to be as much as more clear. This is one of the reasons why I try to do less cut possible on my videos, because it doesn't matter if I make mistakes. This is actually what happens when you are honest. Don't trust people that make cut on their videos like randomly, because they are selling you smoke. They are selling you nothing. They are giving you just trash. And you, of course, are tempted to stick with them because it's an easy one, because they shows you something that it doesn't involve yourself. It doesn't involve anything from you, because they do everything by themselves. They're billionaires, so they can buy everything they want, but it doesn't care for you, right? Because you're just watching the life of someone that had success, but you're still here. You still want your success. So why don't you grab it? Why don't you go there and grab what is for you? Why don't you grab what you deserve? Here I am to remind you that you really can do that. You really have the potentiality to actually make it, but only if your heart is pure. So you work in love, and if you work for yourself, for your dreams. If you don't do those two things, then the game is over, because no one wants to deal with you. Yes, maybe you will have all the things of this world, but people will hate you because you didn't give any love at all out there. So keep in mind this stuff, and that's it for this vlog. It's everything, but I really wanted to actually tell you these things because I think they are really important, and it's the base of everything you want to obtain in your life. It's not really a game. It's something that you can actually try, and it doesn't cost you anything. This is the magic thing. No one asks you anything, and try to avoid all the people that try to sell you something, because seriously, it's not worth the courses on everything. The only thing I suggest myself to buy are books, but because they remain with you and they always something that you can come back to, and actually they are very useful. Some of the books I bought myself are on the link on the description if you want to have a look, but they are really good books. They are part of my pathway. Of course, I have a long background in analyzing people, analyzing the life, and I spent so much time to question myself, question my mind before reading those books. These are the synthesis of everything, but here in my channel we will go deeper than that. So if you want, you can follow me in this pathway, and I will encourage you to do so, because I have a lot to give, and here I am. I will be here every single week for you. So again, thank you very much for listening to me, and I'll see you next week with another vlog. Thank you very much. Bye bye.